morning, traders. Welcome to the stream. I'm Mo. I'm a full-time dad of triplets, martial artist, and futures trader. I'm working through a TopStep Combine challenge, trying to get from Combine to funded. I go live every day, Monday through Thursday at 9:20 to 11. I walk you through my setups. I take you through the cleanest trades I could possibly find, and always trying to stay sharp and ready when it comes to mindset. So if you're also in a prop firm or you're trading your own money and you like these setups and follow along, we have great mindset tips. It's basically learning by example. So you're going to learn how I trade with patience, mindset, and with the indicators powered by TWA indicators. If you want links to the indicators or more information on any promo codes, the Discord, anything like that, the setups, click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and we'll get in touch and we will get you all set up and ready to go. So today is a news day. Big scary news day, right? So it's FOMC day today. So that means we have to be very careful when we're trading today. I'm going to lower my risk. As you know, if you've been here, if this is your first time, I'm trading micros 1 to 5. Today's going to be a 3 max micro day. Because whenever you have big news events, the ATRs and the wicks can be insane, so you just need to be careful. Right now, I'm going to go over my little analysis for this morning. I'm going to just count them through to you. If you want to know more about analysis and we want more and want to see the actual analysis, fill out the form, hit me up on Discord. We'll see what we could do to set that up. All right, so right now on the daily, I see us in a range. We were bullish overnight, but then we came back to a range. Same thing on a monthly look. We're really stuck in a range. Yeah, we're stuck in a range right now. Let's see about the game plan. The game plan is looking bearish. We have red TPOs. We're underneath my long on stall level. However, we are above the previous daily close. So let's see if we want to stay above that or go below it. And for the last one, we have 4 bearish statements. So right now, I'm looking for shorts. However, if you look on the trigger chart here, let's move this over. You can see we are again, just like yesterday, in this cheap area on the 4-hour. So that means, yeah, it could push down, but be prepared. It could also pop right back up like it did yesterday. So trade smart. Today's the day of reduced contract size, and see if it matches your setups. And that's about it. And so this is the news I have on the screen here. This is today's news. 10:30 today, right? Is that today's? Make sure it's today's. Yes. 10:30 we have some news. And really it could just be bouncing until this afternoon. I don't trade FOMC news. I don't trade the news. I'm a very conservative trader, so I like to have news because I know it's volatility, but I'm not looking to trade it at all. Now let's just check our risk settings to make sure where we're at. Okay, so far, let's just do a little recap of where we are. Hold on a second, I gotta change this up a bit. Okay, yeah. All right. So here we are. We are at $1,200 for the past 7 days. Well, 6 days because this is day 7. We're at a 93% win rate. We have, let's see, average win is $24. $90 average win. Average loss is 3. No trades today as of yet. Direction wise, we can see how we're kind of 50-50. I kind of like that because it all depends on the day. And you can see here the calendar. All right, let's get to the charts. Let's get everything ready. Let's make sure our risk settings are for 3. Risk settings are for 3 micros. 120, yes. Okay, we are ready to roll. All right, so we're ready to roll. Let's see, let's get this chart. There it is. All right. So far right now, I see things as bearish. Let's see if the New York Open wants to flip anything. Let's see. I mean, it's not going to take much to flip it in New York. We get a good 100-point move. It could flip everything. But right now, on the analysis side, we have the IVD indicator are red, and the background is red, so that's a bearish statement right there. We have bearish statement zone, and we have the dashboard, which you can see on the chart there. Higher time frame, it's really, I told you, stuck in a range. However, if you look at the other two, the session control and price action, right now they're red. There's no order, so that just tells me that I would not be surprised if a TPO will turn yellow during the New York Open. Right now they're red, which is good if you're in the shorts. However, really this short started at about 8 a.m. That was the best time to get in. Let's see it on the trigger chart. Let's see if we can find it at 8 a.m. Right there. See that nice sell button? This was a good time to get into the short right here. Let's zoom in a little bit. You got 1 minute to open. Right there. Not the cleanest entry, but yet we had a signal. So TWA indicators had a signal for this short. All right. Now let's get ready. And we are 5 seconds away. Okay, there's the opening bell. Let's see what New York wants to do. So price is considered cheap right now. It's considered cheap. So shorting from here is very risky. Very risky. Ideally, this would have been a good area to short. I'm just looking at it now. Here, that would have been a nice short. This one, we have, oh yeah, we got to sell. We got a Gabby button there. But we're only 1 minute, not even a minute into the open. What's the ATR is 9? That's pretty low. Okay, we're pushing down right now. We're getting to the lower part of the range. Let's see if it's going to stay there. Or we're going to get a pop like we did. Yeah, so everything's looking pretty bearish to me. It's just that now All right, so I've picked it, right? This is my process. I've looked at all the analysis as of right now. Yeah, things are turning around. You see how we have a mixed thing that says bullish, reversal, and I'm saying everything's bearish. You know. So now we got to look for proper entry targets, which right now for a short, I don't see any. Let's see. Let's see. All right. There we go. See how price is just kind of getting stuck at this area. It's kind of what I. All right. Now, if you don't feel like trading today, just don't. Like, I'm gonna give this until 10:15 to see if I see any good entries. Reduced risk. I already reduced my risk, and now I'm gonna see if I see any entry points. I see myself waiting a lot this power hour. Because I don't like where the price is on context wise to go short, because I'm looking short right now. So we just wait. What's the ATR is 13? That's nice. Okay, we got reversals there. I'm not touching it yet. What I like is the algo, the bottom of the trigger chart. These, let me just move this over. These candles here are red, so that's another indicator that helps with direction. I get a sense that this is another leg of the move that started back around, I don't know, 8:45 ish. Because if you noticed yesterday, like, I know, yes, you have to take one day at a time, but in this market, what I've seen is you can get your 100 points if that's what you're looking for. You can get your 50, you can get your 20, 30. It's if you like runners like I do, I'm looking at the swings in between each move. Excuse me. So far, the swings have been very significant where I am personally moving my stop losses quicker than normal. But maybe that's the new normal because it's working out, right? So welcome everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. It helps out the channel. This is a, FOMC day, so trade with caution. I'll repeat again. I'm looking for shorts. However, where we are right now on the 4 hour that you can see on the screen, we are in the cheap zones. So entering a short here is pretty high risk, especially a day like today. That's because we have news coming, and normally when we have big news later in the day, the beginning of the day is kind of what you see here. Like, just what I've seen, what I've experienced from the chart time that I've had is that when it's a big news day and nothing's really dropped, you get a lot of this. You see the move and then it'll chop for a little bit, meaning not really go anywhere. And then it'll push down, and then it'll push back up, and then it'll push down again. Okay, see how the price action just changed? That's good for our shorts, but there's no entries. There's no entries yet. Not for me, at least. Not the way I trade. Not my setup. So this is going to be a long wait until 10 o'clock for a new 4 hour for new context to show up. Has anybody else taken a trade today yet? Let me know. Which way are you looking? Are you looking bullish? Are you looking bearish? Are you scalping? See, this price action will chop you up. Me personally. Let's see what TPOs, see what they look like. Are they still red? Okay, we can definitely push up from here. So, yep, TPOs are still red. Got 5 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. This opening candle. Okay, so far, price just tapped the previous daily close and is having troubles breaking through it right now. So we might have to scalp some long here. Scalp something long here. I have two choices. Either I can scalp along or just not trade. I will see. I want to see how price works. For those of you who probably took a long, congratulations. Just trail tightly. Okay, good news if you're going for a long. The TPO is turned off. So that means you should get some traction with this. Let's see, the Dom's at 16. Sorry, not the Dom. The ATR 16. I want the market to give me a little more of a story for New York. Just a little bit more of a story. I mean, because we can get to from here, what, 965 is the next point of interest. Or is this the pullback for the short? All right, so let me, now that I asked the question, I have to check. We are, could not go below here, could not get out of here, so that's a range. This, so bearish, 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 range, range, okay? This was bearish and now it's not, so undecided. This one here, range. This one here, range. All right, so from what I can see on my analysis charts, I'm seeing two things. I'm seeing a range, I'm seeing bearish. Now it's all about, do I want to put any of my capital at risk with that information I have? Remember, this is information at about 9:40 in the morning, not even 15 minutes into the New York session. Okay, we got a buy sign. So for those of you in the long, make sure this is red. Okay, good. Still there. This one. All right. Let's see what this new 15-minute candle looks like. Yeah, still gray. So if you're in the long, that's good for you. The TPOs are still gray. You can hold it. There's no reason to get out. Depending on where your stop loss is, obviously. We're getting buy signals in a cheap box, so but I'm just not taking it yet. You know what's the cool thing? If I'm wrong and I don't like anything and I don't take anything, I don't have to trade. Now I'm looking for shorts. So I'm going to stick with that until I see information change. TPOs are turning back to red. Okay, so they're flipping back and forth. So let's see if this is the area where a yellow TPO might show its ugly head. Right in the middle of the range. Right in the middle. IVDs are still red, so algos are trying to flip. I think there's news at 10. Let me just look here. 10:30. We have 10 o'clock, 10:30. There's no. Okay. All right. Yeah. And I don't mind having a boring power hour today. The boring means we're not doing foolish trades. You know, it's not great for the YouTube algorithm, but if you want to see real patient trading, this is what it looks like. You pick a process, you pick a bias, you look at it until your information changes. And if it changes, great. Then you look for that setup to get in that direction. Whoa, look at that. Yeesh. Same thing happened yesterday. Just a drastic drop. We got some action coming in now. I want to get in this. Yikes. Let's see. I need you to pull up a little more. Man, there's no way I saw that one. Well, that was a good opportunity for a short. I just didn't take it. It happened too quick. I couldn't get in. That happened way too quick. That's frustrating, but it happens. Just the move that drop came all of a sudden. There's no way I was set up for a short. So just let that one go. And I don't like those sudden flashes down because this is what can happen. Okay, let's see. You know what? I'm going to have to use the previous daily close as the long on stall, short on break level. Right now, we're trying to break it. And we've tested it 1, 2. That was the third time where we dipped below it and came right back up. So the previous daily close is right now looks like where the bulls are sitting. Yep, for today. That looks like where they're sitting. See, this just goes to show you um, that even these indicators are so powerful, but they tell you a story as well. Like we've had setups, like you could have taken this one here. That was that sudden drop. You could have taken this long here, right? But look at how volume's looking. It always goes back to the basics. Look at the volume. Look at it. Like this was a great one for a long because the volume was agreeing. Here it was agreeing to go short, but this is an exhausted sell volume marker, and then it shot down, and now it's kind of fighting its way, halfway back up to see what's going to happen there. And then if you look at the pullback, you can see, yeah, it came down so fast. There's no way that I could have gotten into it. So I gotta wait. I gotta wait for all this junk to go through, see if there's another setup again. However, what I do like, look at the algo candles. They gave the appearance that maybe it was flipping, it wasn't there yet, and then it went right back to red, and boom, we came back down. And on this side, you can see we couldn't get up above the VWAP. So there was a lot of information there. This is another potential. It's a risky long entry, to be honest with you. I'm not touching it. So this is why a lot of traders don't like to trade these days, because you're gonna get mixed signals, right? If you're an indicator trader like I am, you're gonna see a bunch of everything. But that's why you also need to understand analysis piece of it as well, right? My analysis is telling me short, so all these nice long opportunities I'm seeing, I'm just not taking right now because I'm looking for the short. And the one short drop that we had, to me, was not a great setup. Because if I look at the context of it, we're already cheap. Is it really going to drop now? Not really. This one was nice. This one here. This one was yes, it was still risky, but not as risky as below this box. So you just wait for the new 4 hour. We got 5 minutes to wait. So far, no trades. There's no trades going on. There's just a lot of rambling and talking, because I'm trying to fill in the time so I don't get, I'm human too. I don't want to jump into trades for the sake of jumping into trades because, I'm trying to prove, oh, look, I can trade anything, and no. Ego is the number one killer. The only killer of discipline that I know of is ego. Because once your ego gets in the way, your discipline goes out the window. That's been true for parenting skills, for my martial arts skills, for trading. As soon as the ego gets in the way, it all falls to crap. Nothing's really happened. We've literally stayed in the same, did we even get out of that? Let me check. Check on this one. Nope. No, this 15-minute candle's been a giant wick. It went to the bottom and made a new low for New York. And it came right back. TPOs are still gray, so we'll see. We'll see if the bulls want to take over here. So far, they're really protecting the previous daily close. They won't let anything close below it. So that's a bullish sign to me. That's the first bullish sign that I see. Let's see what happens when we get to the 950s. Yeah, there's a lot of movement going on here. Okay. What do we got? Right now, it's just a waiting game. We have, what, 2 minutes? Oh, perfect. 2 minutes to a new 4 hour. Thank goodness. I want some new context to this market. So far as, no. I'll leave that there. So far, it's been a bunch of nada. Right there. Alright, let me do another check. We have, okay, so that's a mix. That mix. Let's see how much time we have left. All right, 10 seconds. Let's see what the new context brings us. Here we go. All right, we got new context now. See if I have any good entries here. Is price gonna want to stay above this area or go below it? Any setups? Not yet. Okay. Oh, all right. That's gonna go against my plan. And there we go. I told you, yellow TPO. I know. I called it. I called it. I'm gonna give it 15 minutes, 10, 15. See what they wanted. See what if this TPO does not turn off by the next 15-minute candle. Guess what? You know what that means. locking out for the day. You got yellow TPOs, and you got okay. So we have two bullish statements. See, two bullish statements. Let's see what happens here. I still see two bullish statements, two ranges, and one. Okay, yeah, all right. I'll give it 15 minutes. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing two bullish statements. I'm seeing two bearish statements, and I'm seeing two ranging, and then a TPO is not chopped. So that could be a great sign to say, hey, today's not the day to enter a trade. I'm going to give it about another 10 minutes or so. See if the TPOs turn off. If not, I'm going to lock it out right here, and then we're going to end this power hour a bit early because we do the smart thing here. We preserve our capital. Let's see. Let's give it another. No, we still got time. We got plenty of time. See what's happening. Okay, let's see if let me check the TPOs first before I do anything else. TPOs are still yellow, so that means if I was to enter, it would go just like this. Go, in our direction, come right back, and in our direction, come right back. So I'm not entering yet. Got 10 minutes left. Middle of the range. So we would probably need to break that 4-hour close in order for the TPOs to turn off again. Really, so we have a trending order for short. This is a mess. That's what this is. Okay, here we go. There's the push down. Let's see if the yellow TPO. Okay, it's turning off now. Let's see if it's gonna turn right back on and see if it takes up some of this move down. There it goes. Yep. You want to come back up. See? That's the yellow TPO. That's what happens with the yellow TPO. You get that initial push down, and about 50 to 90% of the candles absorbed by the next one. And this is only the 1 minute chart. Right there. That's the yellow TPO at work. That's what it's telling you. That's exactly what it's telling you. See? Boom. It's going to chop all the way up and then bounce back down. Okay, there we go. Now, see, TPOs are still yellow, even though the price is starting to climb. So what does that mean? That means also the same thing can happen the other way. It'll climb up, and then it'll bring it back down. So just be careful. Make sure you go to yellow TPO days. I will go to break even pretty fast, really fast. But that's not worth it to me. This would be a good day for 7.5 point TP1. But yeah, I'm just not seeing anything worth jumping into. Yeah, so today's live is real trading. This is preserving your capital. That's the lesson from today. If price action is not matching your plan, then there's no reason to force it. Because it actually reduces your daily average. Like, if you're trying to make $300, $400, $500, $600 per day, right? What I've learned is it's impossible to hit a whatever target every day consistently, because that would mean the market is consistently moving and you're consistently, catching a certain amount of points without any drawdown or any losses. That to me is not possible because, with days like today, you've had chances to make money both sides. So there's always going to be a loss somewhere in there. A loss to break even, something. What I like to do is I like to look at as throughout the week, what were you able to get during the week? How does that translate per day? And then you look at, well, how can I improve? Can I trade, hold trades for longer? Am I getting the right amount of points? Am I getting taken out too early? Stuff like that. Yeah. I think these are the hardest days as a trader for your mindset is to just not trade on the day. Because I read a book, Bulletproof Trader, and if you're on a good streak, right? Let's say you've had I don't know, 10 or so green days in a row. You tend to get overconfident about what you're doing when really what's happening is the way you're reading the market is just happens to match it that day because each day is different. Each session is different. So we can get better at a percentage wise to read the market. Is not even read the market. I don't want to even say that. Put into context the probabilities of a direction. We can get better at that. Well, do we know exactly, this is how it's going to be? No. You could come up with the best, strategies in the world. It's all probability. It's 100% probability. It's 100% probability that you're probably going to be wrong. All right, so let me just do a quick analysis review. Okay, we're still in a range. We're heading towards a bearish statement, but we're right in the smack middle of a range. So that's one range. That's two range. That is chop. Okay. We have, so that's two for range. We have one bearish. We have two bearish. Okay. Then we have one bullish, two bullish, and I don't even want to call this. I say two bullish and one neutral. So we haven't changed at all. And the TPOs are still yellow. All right, so we got 3 minutes left, because then that'll be the start of a new 15-minute candle. If the new 15-minute candle, shows the same thing, I'm locking out for the day. And we're going to end the stream early. We're going to save our capital, and we're going to come back after the news this afternoon. I'm not trading it, and we'll see what New York brings tomorrow. Okay, a minute and 30 seconds left in this 15-minute candle. Let's see what it wants to do. Do you want me to be on this afternoon to talk about what I see with the indicators from FOMC? I know. Everybody, let me know if you want me on later this afternoon to talk about how the indicators look during the meetings or the news drops. Yeah, I know. I'll put it as a poll. All right, so everybody who's watching, I put a poll in. Let's see. All right, so now let's see. We're in a new 15-minute, still yellow TPOs. Is everything still a mess? We have, okay, so we got rejection there. It's bearish. That's chop. Bearish. Range. Alright, this one's actually going up now. Okay. All right, well, I'm staying true to my word. I'm staying disciplined. Everything is still mixed up for me. It all could change after I do this lockout, but like anything, you make a decision, you live with the decision. So I've locked in a 0 day, which means no wins, no losses, but capital has been preserved. Now, I'll be right back in about 2 minutes. Gives you time to vote in the poll. And I'm going to close the voting at 10:25. So I'll be right back. Let me just do this. Keep voting. You'll see. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. All right, so we got about another 2 minutes till I close the polls down. You can see we had again a nice little, you know, one minute candle move down. TPOs are still yellow, so a rule of mine is I don't enter on yellow TPOs. I've tried it, and I would say I'm probably like 20% success rate with it, so it's out of my gameplay. However, I'm done for the day as far as trading is concerned. I've locked out for the day. You could see it up there. I don't care what happens right now. So it can go up, it can go down, it can go left, it can go right. It doesn't really matter. Now, why doesn't it matter to me? It's not because I don't like making money. It's because from the information that I'm seeing, it's nothing has lined up. Everything is literally like even, right? I have even things telling me of a range, even things telling me bearish, even things telling me bullish, and then I have a chopped, so that really negates any entries that I see. So if nothing is agreeing with me and my trigger is shut down, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of putting myself through undue stress just for maybe 10 points, maybe, or possibly minus 20? Nah, that's okay. I've done that. I've played that game. I'm not playing that game anymore. All right, so it's 10:25. I am ending the poll. All right, so it looks like I'll be back later today for FOMC. So I'm gonna sign off now. I am gonna put once I'm signed off here, I'm gonna set up another live alert. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So you're gonna have another live alert for when does the news drop? I'll put it up. Let me see. I just want to make sure my timing's correct. So at 2 o'clock. So I'll set it up for 1:50, 10 minutes before the news drops, so we can go over what happened during the day. I can give you the analysis, and we'll see how these indicators do during that time. So at 1:50 I'm going to be back live. Don't worry, it'll be on the YouTube channel. You can set it. It'll be in the Discord as well. We're gonna have a special, I'll say a special 1 hour. Want to do a power hour? Yeah, we'll do a 1 hour FOMC live. So this way we can see how everything works during then, see what the analysis says, what changed throughout the day. I will not be trading it, but I will give you guys as much analysis as I can. And I think that'll be fun. It'll be a fun thing to see how things played out and worked out. So today's a win. Today's a green day because no trades. None of my analysis for the morning made sense to trade during the time frame I like to trade. So I locked out. I'm done for the day, but we'll come back and we'll do some fun analysis stuff and things like that. So that's it. Today's over. Today's power hour's over. We'll be back later, FOMC, so look out wherever you found this channel, on YouTube, on Discord. And then, again, if you want more information on these indicators or my analysis or anything like that, the setups, go to my link, fill out the Google form. We'll be in touch, and I'll be in touch because it's just me. And we'll set everything up so this way you can get access if you don't have access. If you want access to game plans and analysis, how I set up all that stuff, just let me know, fill it out in the Google form, and we'll take it from there. So we back at 150, see how these TWA indicators do with FOMC. The challenge is done for today, so it'll be a cool little live going on. Ask as many questions as you want, and hopefully you'll enjoy what the analysis brings. Until then, everybody, thank you so much, and I'll see everybody at 150. Take care.